Hey everybody, Chris Mendoza here with Denali rods, and I just want to give you a little overview of the rods. Right now I'm talking about the Jade Wood lineup. These are the only rods that I own. These are the only rods I've been using for the beginning of this year. Nothing but great things to say about them. A lot of success. My hookup ratio has increased dramatically with these rods. I know a lot of people are asking whether they should or should not get a rod. What rod should they get? I try to, push these rods as much as I can to friends, to other anglers that I see at the lake, and I just want to talk to them a little more, give you guys some information, hopefully influence you next time you go get a rod, and we'll go from there. The Denali has 3 sets of rod. They have the Norwood, which is their top of the line, their higher end rods. They got the Rosewood, which is in between. Those are really great rods too, and then they got their somewhat of an entry-level rod, which is the Jade Wood, and these are ones that I use. But just because they're entry-level and they're really competitive, really low on cost, does not mean you're sacrificing any bit of quality. Which in the rod, the blank, the components here, this is a very great rod. So pros are still using this lineup of rod. A lot of people that I know that use these, they say this is one of the best rods they ever used, better than some of the big manufacturer companies out there right now that everybody's sponsored by. So I have a feeling that these rods are going to do great from years to come. Nothing but to go forward and grow from this company, then go back. But here we go. The grip, it's a split grip EVA hardened lightweight grip. It's really lightweight. It fits the hand very good. The curve of the hand when you're gripping something, it's not where what they did is they made it around this grip of the hand where you hold the rod. It's not like a grip, or it's a tubular where you're holding it and you gotta grip it around that shape. It's around the shape of your palm. Another thing is a high graphite reel seat, and the foregrip here is their signature series. This is their hardened wood. This is the Jade Wood. Rosewood has a Rosewood, which is a red in color. Jade Wood's brown or greenish in color, and the Norwood, which is in black. This wood here, it's a hardened exotic wood. It's really hard. Really, the components are really tight together. This goes straight to the blank. What this does is that it's so hard that the transfer from the tip of the rod all the way back down to here, you don't lose any vibration. The vibration is transferred fully, and you feel, it's like I said, it's a really sensitive rod, and you'll feel most strikes, even the little smallest bites, the little thumps that you get, you'll feel those. The only problem you're going to have is learning how to react to it very quickly and setting the hook. But that's that for here. Like I said, my hookup ratio has increased dramatically, and the only problem that I have has been trying to keep up with the hits, with the strikes, and trying to set the hook really quick. But that's a problem that I had by using other rods, and it's not where it's a matter of fact is where you get bit. You're like, is that a bite? And you try to reel down and see very slowly, see if you feel another tug. You'll feel the bite with this. There's no doubt in my mind that you feel it. You're right away. Your first reaction is to set the hook. Another thing, it feels as almost if there's a firecracker in your hand. You pop, if you light a firecracker, you're trying to throw it, and it pops in your hand. That jolt that you get, that's what you feel with these rods. That's not an over exaggeration. That's what it feels like. Another thing is if you're holding the line directly. I know when I was younger and I didn't have fishing rods, I used to tie the line up to a Coke can and throw it out there and use the Coke can and reel it in that way. That's what it feels like, to me with these rods. You feel it, like I said, you feel everything. Before, I didn't know what it was to feel like to push a weight across the floor and to go against grass and then hit dirt and then hit rocks. With these rods, you will feel that. You'll finally know what it feels like to do that type of thing and to understand what people are talking about when they do that. Let's see here. These rods are super light, super strong. You could throw these all day and not get fatigued. You're not gonna, lightweight. Depends on what reel you use. That's what you'll feel the most is the reel. But all my rods are equipped, or they're paired up with Abu Garcia reels. Um, that's just a personal preference. I've been using these reels for a very long time, and um, you know, this is all that I use primarily, just to lightweight, confidence in them, that I have them ever since I've been using them, and they're not that expensive, you know, depending on what reels you get. But to go down again on the rod, the guides here, really super lightweight guides. Another thing, the cool thing about them is that the inserts in the guides, what those do is they're recessed, so they go all the way around, they curve all the way around the guide here, so that they don't pop out. The biggest problem I know with some rod manufacturers, that you'll get that on the tip and of the rods, and with these you don't. No matter what, if you're using a heavy jig, or you're flipping and you roll that up to the tip of the guide and put it down low on the deck while you're moving to a different spot, the bouncing of everything's not going to break down that guide insert, and you won't get that problem. But the Jadewood has 11 rods. This one right here is the Jadewood series. It's a custom worm and jig. But I have all of them. The only one I don't have is the new rig rod, and that one came out this last May. But this is a custom finesse rod. This is the custom worm and jig rod. The custom spinnerbait. This is a really good rod. I just got this rod, and nothing but fun with this rod here, especially during the summer, or now what it is, we're in August right now. So this is the custom shaking head rod, really good rod too. The custom crankbait rod, drop shot rod. This is the #1 rod that I use. Very lightweight. You feel every bite with this. You know, it's got a good backbone to it. Everybody, you know, you can't go anywhere you go. You know, there's not anybody not throwing a drop shot. Everybody throws drop shot, whether if it's, you know, on spinning or casting gear. But the drop shot rod, I think, to me, has got to be one of the best rods to me that I use. I'm using this 90% of the time when I go out, or wherever I go. There's always rigged up on the deck of my boat. Let's see here. Custom worm and jig. This is a 7-foot heavy. The other one was a 6'6". Medium heavy. This is a 7-foot heavy. This is a really good rod. Throwing big swim jigs, and a lot of real big jigs too. There's a custom crankbait. This is a medium. The other one was a heavy medium. This is a really good rod too. I use this for a lot of topwater stuff. A great rod. And this is the custom flipping stick. This is a 7'6", really good rod for you know, throwing. You could throw this with big jigs, big worm, Texas rigs, also Carolina rigging. I got a homemade 3-hook A-rig jig, or A-rig on this rod, but also good for heavy flipping. Big thick cover. This rod's super light, super strong, and you're not going to get, it's got really good balance to it. You're not going to get fatigued throwing this rod all day. This is a very good rod. I would you know, recommend this rod to a lot of people, especially you got really thick cover around where you live at, or where lakes you fish. Great rod. You could do a lot of stuff with this rod. But like I said, the only rod I don't have is the rig rod. Now that's a 7-11 rod, similar to the big the custom flipping stick, but that thing's it's, from what I heard, it's sort of a broomstick, but no form or no way are you sacrificing any sensitivity or as the lightness of these rods with that rod. I'm gonna get that here pretty soon, but this is just all the Jadewood rods. Like I said, these are the only rods that I use primarily. I don't think I'm ever gonna switch up to a different rod. You know, these rods have been a big part for me since the beginning of this year. Fished a couple tournaments. Haven't been able to fish as much as I like to, but due to some issues going on. But the ones that I did do, everybody told about these rods. They picked them up, they used them for a little bit, and they thought they were great. I know a couple of them, after I seen them on another tournament, they ended up buying these rods. So hopefully this rod, or this video, helps you out about these rods. You know, hopefully next time you go, you think about it, you see this video, maybe you might want to get one of these rods. You know, there's a bunch of rods out there, but and everybody says good things about them. I'm saying only so much about this rod, but the only thing you can say, or what you can prove, is that you go out and get them yourself. But that's these rods. Hope you guys have a good one. You can find these rods at their website, denalirods.com. That's DENALIRODS.com, or Tackle Warehouse, where I've seen them also. But without that, thanks. Have a good day. Bye.